The time is 7:33. Good evening. Welcome to Urban Sport Tonight 4.5 Urban Radio Enugu. Here are the headlines for some of the trending stories. Christian Romero out for the rest of the season. Armed attackers kill Ghanaian footballer in open fire. Denver Nuggets secure third seed and final game. More of this in the news. I am Banky O. Tottenham captain Christian Romero is set to miss the rest of the season with the knee injury sustained in their 1-0 defeat at Sunderland. Argentinian defender Romero, aged 27, looked visibly upset as he limped off following a collision with goalkeeper Antonin Kingsley in the Premier League fixture at the Stadium of Light on Sunday. It raised concerns he may have incurred an injury serious enough to rule him out of Tottenham's final 6 games as they battle to avoid relegation. Following test, Romero is now expected to miss up to 8 weeks with a high-grade partial tear of his medial cruciate ligament. His chances of being part of Argentina's squad for this summer's World Cup are also left hanging in the balance. Romero's absence is a major setback for newly appointed head coach Roberto De Zerbi as he bids to keep Tottenham in the top flight. And Tottenham are in advanced talks of a free transfer for Liverpool defender Andy Robertson this summer. Robertson confirmed last week he's leaving Anfield after 9 years at the club when his contract expires this summer. Spurs have a long-term interest in the 32-year-old left-back and tried to sign him during the January transfer window, but Liverpool were not prepared to let him leave. Tottenham remain committed to signing the Scotland captain, and while resources insist, a full agreement is yet to be while sources insist a full agreement is yet to be reached. Discussions are understood to be at an advanced stage also. Any deal, however, is contingent on Spurs staying in the Premier League. They are 18th in the table and the relegation zone 2 points achieved of 17th placed West Ham United. Sunderland have condemned the racist abuse directed at forward Brian Brobby on social media following Sunday's 1-0 Premier League win over Tottenham, saying it highlights the ongoing and unacceptable frequency of this behavior. The club reported the abuse to the Premier League social media platform and the police and said they expect swift action to be taken against those responsible. Brobby is the latest Premier League player to be sent social media abuse this season, with 4 players, including teammate Roman Mondo, targeted in one weekend in February. This month, a man was arrested of accusation of racist abuse directed at Sunderland's Lashardale Gritruida during the match at Newcastle United in March, a game that was paused by the referee in line with the Premier League's anti-discrimination protocol. A Sunderland statement says, "We stand firmly with Brian and offer him our full and unwavering support." Ghanaian footballer Dominic Frimpong has died after suspected armed robbers opened fire at the bus carrying his team Berekum Chelsea back from a match. Masked men wielding guns and assault rifles ambushed the bus and blocked the road as the team returned home on Sunday, according to the club. Police say Frimpong sustained gunshot wounds and died while receiving treatment. A manhunt for the suspect is underway. The Ghana Football Association (GFA) expressed its profound shock and deep sorrow, describing the 20-year-old as a promising young talent whose dedication and passion for the game embodied the spirit of our league. The team was on the road back from a Ghana Premier League game against Hamatek in Samreboy 270 kilometers away from Beracum, which they lost 1 goal to nothing. Said the men started shooting at their balls and the driver tried to reverse. According to Beracum player who also gave statement, the player and staff fled into nearby bushes to take cover. According to Ghanaian authorities, the boss has been carrying 30 players and officials when it came under attack by six armed men. And Liverpool manager Anna Slot says the team believe they can do special things when they welcome Paris Saint-Germain to Anfield in the second leg of their Champions League quarter-final on Tuesday night. Goals from Desiree Dewey and Kivicha Kvaratskhelia condemned the Reds to a 2-0 first-leg defeat in the Parc des Princes on the 8th of April. But the Dutchman says the task that lies ahead is not impossible. He said, "First of all, I will remind them what the score was. It was 2 goals to nothing. It felt completely different, as we all know, but the end result was 2 goals to nothing," Slot said in his press conference on Monday afternoon. And second of all, he said, "We've shown so many times in big games this season that we are able to get a great performance. We have also shown a different face. I'm completely aware of that, but many of our games were very good, especially in big games." He also said, "Not all of us have been together for 1.5 years, but for those that have been with me in that time, in the 49 home games, we've played 46. In the 49 home games we've played 46 times, we're able to score 2 goals or more. Yes, we did not play in all 46 games against Paris Saint-Germain. I do understand that, but as we all know, the Premier League and the Champions League opponents we have had over here are also very strong." Tonight, Benjamin Sesko leads the line for Manchester United in their home game against Leeds United. After 24 days of no action, Benjamin Sesko, Bruno Fernandes, Matthias Cunha, and Amad Diallo are starting in attack together tonight. Casemiro and Mane Huate in the midfield, and in defense, Mazraoui, Lenny Joro, Martinez Lisandro, the Argentine, returns to the team, and Luke Shaw also in defence. Sonny Lamens leads a 4-2-3-1 formation for Manchester United at Old Trafford tonight. Leeds United have Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who got invited to the Three Lions squad, leading their line tonight alongside Noah Okafor and Brendan Aronson. In the midfield, Gudmorsen, Al Tanaka, Ethan Padu, and Jaden Bogle. In defence, Pascal Scrooge, Jacob Bijal, James Justin, and Carl Darlow leads a 3-4-2-1 formation for Leeds United tonight. In basketball, Nikola Jokic scored 23 points in the first ever appearance as the Denver Nuggets beat the San Antonio Spurs 128-118 points to claim third seed in the Western Conference on the final day of the regular NBA season. Denver Nuggets victory meant Los Angeles Lakers finished as fourth seed in the Western Conference for the NBA playoffs, which begin this weekend. The Lakers were missing their top scorer Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves through injury defeated Utah Jazz 131-107. Veteran Lakers star LeBron James with 41, impressed with 18 points, 6 assists, and 40 bounds in the first half. Denver will host 6th seed Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round of the playoffs, while the Lakers welcome Eastern Rockets, who are seeded 5th. Finally, in tennis, Jack Draper started the clay court season began in disappointing fashion as he retired injured late in the deciding third set of his first round match against Argentine Thomas Martin Echeverry at the Barcelona Open, despite winning the fourth set in the first match since the second round exit from the hard court Miami Open on the 20th of March. Draper struggled with his movement the day after and had the tape applied below his right knee by physio in the break between the second and third set. After losing the second set 6-3, Draper had just been broken for the second time and drew Echeverry by 4-1 in the third before withdrawing from the match. Draper, ranked one place higher than his opponent in the ATP rankings, had started promisingly to take this fourth set 6-3, but was clearly hindered with his knee from the start of the second set as Echeverry, who had last week taken world number 2 Carlos Alcaraz to 3 sets on the clay Monte Carlo, soon took control of the game. That's all we have in the news. Talking point next. All right, welcome back to Urban Sport on 94.5 Urban Radio. I'm asking myself, when Manchester United boys know how to play football again? They've not played in 24 days. Yes, and they expected to win tonight's game against Leeds United. Leeds United also have been out for quite a while, but because Manchester United are not playing in so many competitions, no pressure, just win every single game, every single possible game, win and qualify for the Champions League. They are in peak position to qualify for the Champions League. They are in a good condition to come third at the end of the season. And the conversation right now is totally not about with Manchester United to qualify for the Champions League. The conversation is, will Carrick remain the coach of Manchester United come next season? He's not the coach currently, he's the interim capacity, caretaker capacity at Manchester United, but the kind of performance, the kind of result is turned the style of play, the hunger, the vigor in their performance, the adrenaline every time you watch them, the way they're playing for each other, and how some players have improved. The management of Benjamin Sesko, yes, encouraging, and a lot of veterans, ex-players are considering maybe Carrick should be the man for the job next season, but the challenge is just way different when you are playing on all four fronts. So it's down to Manchester United. I'd like you to know what they do there in action tonight against Leeds United. The game is by 8 p.m. In the next 14 minutes, we'll be watching that game live. Levante will take on a Tafe by 8 p.m. tonight. In the Italian Serie A, we are going to have the game between Fiorentina and Lazio. That game is by 7:45. Yes, so that's it for Manchester United. They have Lisandro Martinez back, and yes, the chances of victory is usually high with him in defense. He's a very very tough player as well, but has been hindered so much by injury. So I don't feel particularly bad, or should I say, I feel bad for Tottenham because they're in the race to not relegate. In fact, they are in the fight against the drop zone, and the captain of the side got injured. Their best defender got injured and is out for the rest of the season. Christian Romero is in the race to even make the FIFA World Cup, and you know how important he is to the Argentinian setup for the FIFA World Cup. Sadly, for Tottenham, they've lost their captain, and De Zerbi were thinking, how do I patch this up? How do I make this work? They've been afflicted, plagued by injuries so much this season. Tottenham, it's so crazy that the coaches coming in can't even find anything. Tottenham have not won a single game this season. We should just put it out there. So it's quite sad. It's quite terrible for Romero, and they cannot have Robertson if they don't play in the Premier League. If they don't stay back in the Premier League, Robertson cannot play for them. That's also something that has to be considered. And then the racist issue case in England, the European football, they're never, or we never go away at this point. Yes, Sunderland defender, Sunderland striker Brand Robbie was racially abused on social media. They're looking into that right now. Hopefully, there's something interesting to discuss or decisions. Draconian decisions need to be taken in case of racism. And when you find the culprit, it needs to be properly dealt with. We can have the actions from the weekend right now. 09160059545, 091604945. Reactions from games at the weekend. Manchester City are gunning for Arsenal's neck. The kind of form they are right now, like I said earlier, I don't see Arsenal winning at the Etihad Stadium. Yeah, football is not played by mouth, it's not played on paper. You have to be realistic, but at this point in time, they have two top goal scorers in the top three list. Erling Haaland, 22 Premier League goals. Semenyo, 15 Premier League goals. Impact player, they have Ryan Cherky that can is a magician. Who do they have at Arsenal at this moment? Who do they have at Arsenal at this moment, this point in time? Except Eberechi is quick enough and fit enough to start a game and play 90 minutes to show class and quality. Apart from that, no Bukayo Saka, there's no talisman in the team currently. 09160059545, 09160049545. Those are the numbers to call. The corner kicks are not, the set pieces are not getting at the back of the net. They are not scoring those set pieces again. They're not creating chance from open play. So how do you want to? Even when they were firing in all cylinders, when they were dynamic, they couldn't beat Man City. It was 1-1 at the Emirates Stadium. It is different right now. 09160059545, 091604945. Good evening to you. Basley, I mean, how far now, Bishop? How far? Now, now trophyless you go this season, no. Now trophyless you go, you know, Abi. Both for Real Madrid and Man U trophyless. Baba, it is over. Champions League. It is over in the league. Champions League, I don't know, but it is over. You know it's over in the league, ba? Mm. Thank you. Yeah. It's not by their might and by their power. Bro. 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 See, Baba me actively, Man City are eyeing a treble this season, a domestic treble. Do you know? Baba me crawling, no fit do it. Why you the crawl beside Jet? Oh my God! Thank you, Bishop. Thank you. Thank you, Bishop. Thank you, Bishop. I don't. Thank you very much. 09160059545. They have the advantage. They have 6 points. You know, yes, we know that Manchester City have a game in hand, but they've not played that game and they've not recorded a win. Arsenal are still with 6 points, but with the momentum, with the dead style by Pep, they have. You could tell the confidence is oozing. You can take a knife to cut through Manchester City's confidence. That's how solid it is. And you can see the fear, the tremble in the Arsenal players. These two emotions are obvious to see. 09160059545, 09160049545. Those are the numbers to call. Liverpool are having ideas in their head. Like they can actually beat PSG at Anfield and qualify over PSG. Do you think that can happen? 09160059545, 09160049545. And you can also call us. You can text us on WhatsApp 09128945945. And a slot is believing that they can do something. Huh. Good evening, Banky. Pep and Manchester City are beasts when it comes to the title run-ins. And with the pressure mounting, Arsenal might just bottle the EPL again. Please, my club backer should listen. Barca should listen to Lamar and sign Osimhen. Did Lamar say Barca to sign Osimhen? Innocent from Uncle. I think it's going to be a fantastic replacement for Robert Lewandowski. And yes, Osimhen and Barcelona will die there. 09160059545, 09160049545. Those are the numbers to call to be part of the conversation tonight. If you still want to talk to us, still have that time. You can tell us what you're expecting from Manchester United. Also, they're out against Leeds United tonight, and they have no reason not to win that game. They rested for close to 1 month, forgetting the actions in England, forgetting both the FA Cup and also the Champions. They gave out enough time to rest. And so they are playing against Leeds United tonight. They have no reason not to win that game. And when you look at where they sit on top of the table, they're in the third position with 55 points. Yes, so it's not too late for them. They still have 7 more games to play. With that 7 games, if they can garner as much point as possible, they can even find themselves in the second position. You can never tell. 09160059545. After Leeds United game, they will be playing against Chelsea. Manchester United versus Chelsea is coming up very quick. 09160059545. Chelsea fans, you guys have not reacted to yesterday's abysmal performance from your team. Shambolic, terrible presentation in the second half. You guys haven't reacted to the eyesore of a performance, and I can't understand now. I don't know. You don't even have a team that is good enough to beat Manchester City. Then you suspended one of your key players. Madness. Good evening to you. Yes, how far now?
I did. I heard you say that one is going to play this.
Yes.
Is it this weekend or next weekend?
Next, I think it's next weekend.
Okay. No, thank you.
Thank you very much. Right. 09160059545, 09160049545. Those are the numbers to call to be part of the conversation tonight. If you want to talk to us, now you can do that. Chelsea versus Manchester United is on the 18th of April. After tonight's game, the next game is against Chelsea. Yes, 09160059545, 09160049545. You can call us, you can text us on WhatsApp. Okay, this says, good evening, sir. Oga Banky. I'm Timothy from Enugu. Man City will lose one game and draw one game. I cannot see it. They've not brought it to my vision. They've not brought it in my sleep. I don't see it. Man City have just beaten Arsenal, Liverpool, and Chelsea without conceding a single goal. Tell me, do you know the number of goals that they scored in those 3 games? 9. 9 goals, and they didn't concede a single goal in the 3 games. They're talking about games against the heavyweights in the Premier League. 09160059545, 09160049545. Yes, if you want to talk to us, those are the numbers to call to be part of the conversation tonight as we gradually try to sign out from the show. Yes, like I mentioned in the morning, I won't be around for 2 weeks. Yagaze will be in charge of the Open Sports Show in the mornings and evenings. It will be out for 2 weeks also. It will be on pause for 2 weeks until I return, and so Box 18 also. But support Yagaze on the morning show, 8 a.m. to 8:30 right here on 94.5 Urban Radio. It's going to be top content, top quality content. And yes, Yagaze is an Arsenal fan. He's going through it, so please make support him. And my friend CK also. Guys, 09160059545, 09160049545. Liverpool are believing, just like Barcelona think, Lamine Yamal think that they can overturn that 2-goal deficit against Atletico Madrid at the Metropolitano Stadium. Good evening to you. Yes, your name and location.
My name is Samuel. I'm calling from a boy.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Samuel. I want rest now. Now leave now. Send me if you send me money like this, plenty money, I no go. Convert your love to money. Which one is it? Oh boy, thank you very much. Yeah, I just need a little rest, just for 2 weeks, and I'll be back. I'll be back before the end of the season. Bro, maybe I'm going to drink as well. Yes. Next 2 weeks. 0916005945, 0916004945. Those are the numbers to call. The game is 8 p.m. tonight. Manchester United versus Leeds United. Levante against the Tafe. Right, Fiorentina versus Lazio. It's 10 minutes gone in the game and no goal recorded yet. We are still waiting for the return of Victor Osimhen back to Galatasaray. They miss him. They are not leading with a lot of points, so they need him back in the squad as quick as possible. And then after this season, he should think about going to a bigger team. He needs to be in a bigger team. And for Barcelona, yes, if we think about the possibilities of a comeback, Real Madrid at the Allianz Arena, it's going to be very tight. They have the quality to do it. Will they deliver on the night? Will Bayern allow them to deliver on the night? Time will tell. So that's you also have the Liverpool versus Paris Saint Germain. It will not be easy for PSG at Anfield, but it can also be very easy for them. Just like it was in the first leg, and they didn't take most of their chances. But Barcelona against Atletico Madrid. The last visit, they defeated Atletico Madrid 2-1. The visit before that time, they were buried 4-0, and they were knocked out of the Copa del Rey. We Lamine and the quality in the team allowed that to happen tomorrow when they visit the Metropolitano again. Diego Simeone's last game, they lost 2-1, but there'll be fire, there'll be everything that you need to watch in a game of football. In that classic that we're expecting from the Spanish La Liga. It's all Spanish affair in the quarterfinals of the Champions League return leg. Will it end in favor of Barcelona or Atletico Madrid? Whoever wins will be waiting for wins between Sporting Lisbon and Arsenal, with Arsenal one leg in the semi-finals, but recently cried at the Emirates Stadium. Will there be tears again? Thank you, guys. Return tomorrow morning. It's going to be Yagazi 8 a.m. on 94.5 Urban Radio. I love you guys. I am Banky O. Good evening to you. I like that, Wabi.
Yeah,
On a good yes.